Welcome back to another video. This is your second stimulus check update and stimulus package update for July 17th. So welcome back. Now, just yesterday alone, I asked you in the stimulus check video that I did yesterday. If you haven't seen that, I'll link to that down in the description box below. But just in yesterday's video, I asked if you have any questions whatsoever and you feel I could be of assistance, whether it's how to make money online or you have a specific question regarding stimulus, whether it's a stimulus check or the next stimulus package, please either comment down below or send me a message on Facebook. Just yesterday alone, I answered 614 messages on Facebook alone. That didn't even account for the emails that I received. So first off, thank you for sending me all those messages. Hopefully I helped you guys out. If you sent me a message and I didn't get to you yet, I promise I will. So the last thing I just want to ask before we dive in to the second stimulus check update and stimulus package update is, can you do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button? I ask you to do that because it helps out with the YouTube algorithm, which means YouTube will go and share this video with more people. And I say this because if you do have a question or if somebody else has a question and I can be of assistance, please go to facebook.com/homemade entrepreneur and send me a message there, and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. And lastly, share this video on Facebook to your friends and family so if they have questions, they can contact me as well. Now, let's jump into the second stimulus check update. I want to address the stimulus check, the second stimulus check that many people, the coveted check that so many people are asking about. So first off, let's address that $40,000 income limit. Yesterday alone, I received a bunch of, I don't even know how many comments here on YouTube asking, I have SSI, I have SSDI, would I qualify, would I get a second stimulus check? I want to be very clear. It doesn't matter where your income is coming from. Whether you're on SSI, SSDI, your VA, your retiree, railroad, okay? If your income for 2018 or 2019, the last year that you filed, was under $40,000, you would qualify. Now, I just want to be very clear with that. So as long as your income was less than that $40,000 cap, you would qualify. Now, that $40,000 cap, from what I understand, it is for an individual. It would be doubled, which would be $80,000 for a couple filing jointly. Now, there was an article by Forbes yesterday that stated a $40,000 limit is highly unlikely and this limit will probably be higher. This article states that Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, said that the House would be fine with less weekly unemployment. So that $600 weekly boost, the House would be fine if there was less weekly unemployment, as long as the people received, or more people received, a stimulus check. So Nancy Pelosi is fighting for this next stimulus check to go to more people, not to target people that were hit the hardest, and that would be technically those that made under $40,000, according to Mitch McConnell. Nancy Pelosi also went on to state that her and Mitch McConnell have not begun any negotiations. They actually haven't even had contact with one another. That is either in person nor over the phone. So we can pretty much tell and guess that nothing is going to happen until Monday, July 20th, which we are only a few days away. Now, what we do know in regards to this next stimulus package is that Mitch McConnell and Steven Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, are working together to draft this bill. Now, the reason why that is important is because Steven Mnuchin is working alongside Mitch McConnell in drafting this next stimulus package. Well, Steven Mnuchin has been very vocal. He has stated that he believes direct stimulus payments or direct payments to the American people are vital for the U.S. economy. So having Steven Mnuchin working side by side with Mitch McConnell is a good thing. This is pretty much a guarantee that people will receive a second stimulus check. The only thing we don't know yet, like I've stated multiple times the past couple weeks, is who's going to qualify, what is the income limit, are dependents going to get a second stimulus check, are adult dependents going to get a second stimulus check, and how much will it be? Will people that have back child support, will they get a second stimulus check? Because under the HEROES Act, any dependent, whether you are under the age of 17 or older, would receive a $1,200 stimulus check. Under the HEROES Act, people that are back on child support would receive a second stimulus check. Okay? So this is very important. We need to know who will qualify, and I get it. If you have a very low income, or if your income is right over 40, maybe 50, you're not sure if you're getting something or not, I understand. This is a crucial time, and you want to know now if you will be receiving the next stimulus check. And as soon as I know, I'll let you know. Now, yesterday I talked about the payroll tax cut, where the money comes from, and whether it's a good or bad thing. There are multiple problems with the payroll tax cut. Donald Trump has specifically said he wants the payroll tax cut in the next stimulus package. However, many Democrats, and multiple Republicans are fighting against this. They do not like this for one main reason. This money that it would essentially, you would essentially get as a payroll tax cut was money that was set aside to go for Social Security and Medicare. If there is no new money going into those programs, into Social Security or Medicare, the problem is their funding is going to dry up, which means the federal government will have to step in, which means it's not really a money-saving proposal to do a tax cut when the federal government at some point will have to step in to help out those that do receive Social Security. So if you get Social Security, I think you're safe. I don't think nothing's going to happen here. I don't think this is really going to pass. And here's the reason why. Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, which we already talked about her, and we're going to talk about her a lot over the next couple of weeks, she has said she will not approve a payroll tax cut because it will give Donald Trump a pre-election win. So this is where the politics begin. Now let's address the $600 unemployment boost. Where is it? What is happening? Well, Steve Mnuchin recently stated that Congress will look to tie unemployment to the person's income they received prior to being let go. He also stated that nobody will receive more than 100% of their previous income. And I think that is fair. I think people got by with 100% of their income before this pandemic. Then they got additional boost, that $600 weekly boost, which came up to $2,400 every single month, in addition to their state unemployment benefits. This, in most cases, in a lot of cases, people were making more than what they were when they actually worked. And now they're staying home on unemployment or looking for a job, whatever they're doing. So this is a problem. People getting paid more to stay at home as opposed to work. In most cases, people still should be able to, live. You should be able to get by with just 100%. So I think it's not unreasonable. It's not unfair. This is probably one of the fairest things to do. However, here's the problem, and it's a big problem. States are slow, and they have outdated systems, which means in order to go through every single person that's on unemployment, close to 20 million people on unemployment currently. If this were to happen, if they do go with this new idea, which I think, again, it's fair. That's just my opinion. But if this is true, expect at least a week, if not multiple weeks of a delay in your check or in your unemployment check while the state looks over your application and verifies it. This is the problem, is people on unemployment are currently getting not a stimulus check, but their unemployment benefits. And if for some reason there is a lag, they get check after check after check and there's no check, then if there's multiple weeks with no check, then these people on unemployment could potentially fall further behind or behind in their bills, which would not be a good thing. So do I think this will happen? I think this is going to happen. So I just want to warn you guys on unemployment that be cautious, save some money if you can, because there will probably be a 1 to 2 week, possibly more, of a delay in your unemployment benefits. Now, I want you to do me another favor, if you could, if you are willing to. If you have any specific questions that you want answered, it doesn't matter what they are, can you please ask those questions down in the comment section below. I state this because over the next couple of days, over Saturday, Sunday, and maybe Monday, I will be creating videos on the second stimulus check, on the next stimulus package, and I'm going to be looking into the comment section for ideas for the video. And I say this because I want to answer your questions. I want to answer your questions the best of my ability, which means I have to do some research, which usually means I'm going to spend hours and hours doing research to get the answer that you need, and I will answer that in a specific video. So if you have a question, please ask it down in the comment section below. Now let's address COVID-19 news. Recently, Mitch McConnell brought up the fact that this virus is not going away anytime soon. Thanks. Thanks, Mitch. Thanks for that news that nobody else knew. Now, I think it's good that he addressed it. He stated that Congress will now need to assess where we stand, or where we stood in March versus where we stand today. I think this is very important that he stated this, simply because with Mitch McConnell stating this, I believe he is now considering virus numbers when making decisions for the next stimulus package. Before this, if you remember, everything, back in April, May, and June, people were wanting the June numbers. They were wanting to see, specifically the 1st of July, they were wanting to see the June jobs report. That's what everybody was wanting. Let's wait and see, when the June jobs report comes out. And we waited, and then we realized the numbers that they showed were only for 1 week, and I believe it was the second week in June. So that wasn't a very good idea of where the economy was headed. So now that he is considering the virus numbers when making decisions, I think that's going to be critical. I think that could have an impact on what is actually in the next stimulus package, and possibly the amount or who gets the second stimulus check. Now, if you're not aware, just the other day, Florida set a new state death record for people that died from COVID-19 with 156 deaths. Just Tampa Bay alone had 72. That is scary. They also saw 14,000 additional COVID-19 infections. Those numbers are staggering. Now, with the increase in case numbers, it's only a matter of time before more cities, counties, and states begin to shut down. Are they going to do a complete shutdown more like California? We don't know. We've also seen other countries are starting to lock down again. So I want to give you a little bit more help so that you can begin making money online from home. Just yesterday, last night actually, I created a video where I show you how to earn $5,000 from Instagram without followers, absolutely free. So if you want to make money online, I will link to this video down in the description box below, as well as right there. One of the things I want you to know about me is I have been making money online since 2006. I'm a full-time online entrepreneur. I do many things to make money online. I don't just create YouTube videos on the second stimulus check and the stimulus package. That's not my expertise. That is simply just a passion of mine. My expertise comes in online business and finance. So again, I know I already stated this early in this video, pretty much right from the beginning, that if you have a question, you can always ask your questions down in the comment section below. But if you have a specific question you want me to address, please go to facebook.com/homemade entrepreneur and ask your question there. I got a lot of questions yesterday. I'm going to go back through more of them today. I'm going to answer those questions. I might get more today. I will try to answer those questions. I'm not going to stop until every question is answered. Now, it may take me longer than 1 day. It may take me 2 days, but I will get it done. So again, Thanks for watching the second stimulus check update and stimulus package update for July 17th. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask them down in the comment section below. Like always, if you enjoyed today's video and you learned something, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys on the next one.